Hey, sixth graders, welcome back from a couple nice days off. Now let's get back to some math. So, the first thing I want to say before we get started on math is that there's a word you need to learn, and that word is evaluate. You may have seen it a couple times already, you may have seen it before, you might know what it means, but I just want to make sure that everybody knows what the word evaluate means. The word evaluate means to solve a problem, to solve a math problem. So if you see evaluate this math problem, evaluate this, evaluate that, an evaluation, that's to solve something, to find the answer to something, okay? So you need to know the word evaluate. The next thing I want to talk about is called the order of operations. So when we're solving these problems, and we're going to be using this a lot in the next couple weeks, we use something called the order of operations. And again, some of you may have known this, but I feel like maybe last year you didn't get to this point in the year where you learned order of operations, so we're going to go over it again. And the order of operations goes like this. It spells out a word, a fake word, but this is how we've all learned it. Every teacher in this school could tell you this. For some reason, this is the thing that everybody knows, everybody remembers. We remember it, some of us do, as please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. And these all stand for something. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. This stands for parentheses. This stands for exponents, which you just learned. This is multiply, divide. I bet you can guess the last two, add, and subtract. So when you're doing a math problem, there's a way that you need to do them. There's an order that you need to follow while you're doing that math problem. If you don't follow that order, you're going to end up with a different answer. So let me show you an example here. Let's say we have that, or we have this, right? Same problems, one has parentheses, one doesn't. So if you don't follow the order, if you do it like this, you're going to see that 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 squared, so 5 times itself is 25. If you do it this way, you get 3 squared is 9 plus 2 equals 11. So they're very different answers, okay? Why it goes in this order, I don't really know. I don't know if it really matters, but that's somebody at some point picked, that's the order it needs to go in, and everybody should follow it that way so that we can all get the same answers, okay? So again, it's please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, subtract. So over here, I did the things that were inside the parentheses first, then I did my exponents, and then I added. If we were doing a math problem that was like, let's say something easy here, 2 times 3 plus 6. So if I went in order, parentheses, well, I don't have parentheses, I don't have exponents, multiply, so 2 times 3 is 6, plus 6 is 12. That's the correct way to do it. Let's say I did it this way. 3 plus 6, and I'm doing my add before my multiply, so that's not right, but 3 plus 6 would be 9. 2 times 9 is 18. See, I'm getting a different answer. It just doesn't work. You have to do it in that order. So you're always going to go parentheses, exponent, multiply, divide, add, and subtract. All right, now let's get on to what we're doing for the lesson today. We're writing expressions. All right, now an expression is just a math problem. It's a number sentence. So that's how I would define it if I were you guys, is that an expression is a number sentence. Because there are, there we go, number sentence. There are equations, and they have equal signs, and you have to find the answer. An expression is just a number sentence. You don't have to find the answer. I know that on a lot of these problems, you're probably like, oh, I got to figure out the answer. You don't have to. Not right now. The answer right now is the number sentence, okay? So let's look at the one we just did before. This says, Corey bought some baseball equipment. The cost of the items are a bat, $69, a glove, $75, and baseballs, which are $5.50. Okay. Write and evaluate, there's that word. So look, we do have to solve this one actually. Write and evaluate a numerical expression to find the cost of the bat, the glove, and the 3 baseballs. Okay, well, let's start. I'm gonna break this down. I know how many baseballs did he have? Well, I know that he got 3 baseballs, so I could do this a couple different ways. I could say, well, he got 1 baseball, then he got another baseball, and then he got another baseball. But let's see, is there a different way we could write that would be a little easier? A lot of you guys are looking at this and you're like, okay, it's repeated addition, let's just multiply it. So we could say 3 times $5.50. You could say 3.550, if that's how you prefer to write it. Now let's add on our other things. So he also got what? He got 1 glove, so 75, and he got a bat, so $69. Now, here's what I like to do personally, because if you follow the order of operations, you do the multiplication first and then you add it, right? You wouldn't want somebody to add the 3. But I like to make it even easier, and I like to say, okay, well, I know there's 3 gloves. I'm gonna make that its own little thing. So I'm gonna put that into parentheses right here. So it's 3 gloves, that's the 3 gloves. There's your bat. Oh, sorry, 3 balls. There's your bat, there's your glove, and then there's 3 baseballs right there. I could even label them, that way I know what I'm looking at. Whatever makes it easy for you to see. 3 baseballs, there you go. So that right there, that's my expression. Now to solve it, of course, I can do the math out. I can say 3 times 550 is 1650, and I add my 75 and my 69. Okay, I'll stack them up. $13, $15, $16, carry my decimal point down, see all these things that we've learned previously in the year you need to do again. His total is going to be that. So that was me evaluating that problem right there. But I think almost the more important part is that you need to figure out how to write these expressions, okay? I know there was a lot there, and don't worry, we're going to do this for a couple days here of writing expressions. But if you need to go back and rewatch that again, go for it. Just remember there's certain ways to do it. There's certain orders that you need to do it. And there's not only one answer. If you'd written out 69 plus 75 plus 550 plus 550 plus 550, that's a correct answer. That's a number sentence that would work. It would get us this same answer right here. All right? So, good luck. Make sure you try to evaluate your number sentences afterwards to make sure that you did get the right answer. Compare with your classmates. Ask the teacher questions. Let us know if you need any help. Have a great day.